everybody. Welcome to Goom's Tech Talks. This video series is completely dedicated to researchers and the scholars who are currently pursuing research, PhD, MPhil, so anything it may be. The purpose of this video series is to encourage and motivate the research scholars and to show various paths like how they can excel in the research and submit their thesis on time. Before proceeding, I just want to introduce myself. I am Dr. Gomati. I am a research scholar even now. I have completed my PhD. It took nearly 4 years to complete my PhD. The first phase of my research, I faced many challenges like organizing the thesis, how to proceed further with my topic, and how to publish my paper in the SCI or Scopus Index journals, how to proceed with the conferences, and whether I'm going in the right path. So nearly I have faced a lot of challenges. But in my second phase, I have found many interesting factors to motivate myself and complete the thesis. Throughout my research period, so my main aim is to complete the thesis, complete the research within the given time period. So I have submitted on time. I want to spread this awareness to everyone, and I want every researchers to submit their thesis or paper or the research article, anything on time. So that is the concept of this video series. So before proceeding with the every nook and corner of excelling yourself in the research, let us understand what are the challenges which we are facing in the research. The very first challenge is poor time management. What is the poor time management? See, either we'll be full-time scholar or we'll be a part-time scholar. If it is a full-time scholar, so obviously our complete dedication will be towards the research. If we are a part-time scholar, our dedication will be in our job, like the dedication has been splitted, right? So in the job and also in the family and research. So how we can manage the time? Okay, so that is the very first thing. Second is a lack of focus. We should know like whether we are correct, we are on the right path, and we are achieving our task properly. Okay, most of the researchers I have faced, like what they will do is, nearing to the submission or nearing to the deadline, they will understand that they have to publish a paper in the Scopus, but they haven't been prepared for that. Okay, so we need a focus, like we have to set some task and a goal to complete it. The third is a lack of motivation. We have to motivate ourselves. The fourth is a lack of self-confidence. And fifth is the limited support. Let's say everything in detail. So where this poor time management is coming and how we can overcome it. So first is planning. Okay, so we have to plan. For example, see, if you want to submit, you have your review, like your DC meeting is nearing. So you will be knowing, right? At least 1 month before, you will know that your DC meeting will be there. Okay, so you have to set a plan. Within 10 to 20 days, you have to be ready with the article to submit in either Scopus Index journal or in a conference. Okay, so I'll tell you, like I'll guide you, like how you can manage your time and plan accordingly. And you have to take a time to review yourself, whether you are going in a right path and how many papers you have reviewed so far, whether your problem specification is clear. So everything you have to be very clear about it. If you are not achieving your goals, think about why and make the changes. So initially you have to set a goal, like while planning itself you have to set the goal, and you have to cross check often, at least twice a week or thrice a week. You have to check whether your expectation has been met or not. And you should spend at least 30 minutes every day for research. Okay, See, the 30 minutes will give you a tremendous change. So you have to plan it accordingly. For example, see, the initial stage will be for reviewing your papers, right? So you have to review the paper. At least you should review 20 to 30 papers for finding the initial problem statement. So what you have to do is daily you have to plan, like these are all the paper which you have to review. So either during your Sundays, okay, on Sunday you have to collect 6 papers and you have to keep track, like you have to complete one paper at least per day within the 30 minutes. So I'll show you in my videos like how you can read the paper, the articles which are already published within 30 minutes, how you can get more insights into the paper within 30 minutes. Okay, so if you keep 30 minutes for one paper, then within 1 week you will be learning 6 papers, that is 6 articles. So you will have some insight into the articles and you will come to know like how to proceed further. Okay, and next is a lack of focus. So you have to refocus first. Okay, so most probably now you will be either in a beginning stage or in a middle stage or in the submission stage. Okay, whatever the stage it may be, you have to refocus. You have to check twice whether your problem statement is clear, whether you have read at least 20 to 30 papers before deciding a problem, and are you on track, whether you are reading your problem domain relevant papers. So you have to discuss with your supervisor where you think the project is going. Okay, often either you will not be calling your supervisor or speaking with your supervisor because of fear, or else you will not call because you have more time. Okay, more time for other work and not for research. Yes, so you have to decide that what are the dates you have to call your supervisor and update your status. Okay, you have to tell the status to your supervisor at least 10 days once. So that you have to do it. Next is rewrite your research proposal. Okay, whenever you are reading, see, I'll also tell you like how to read and how to be prepared for the literature review. Okay, so for every paper, every article you are submitting, almost 90% of the article you are submitting, you have to write the literature review or review of literature. So that part, always whenever we are writing a paper, we will be hurrying it up, right? Instead of doing that, I'll tell you a clear and easy way how to be very ready with the literature reviews, and you can easily go ahead with that. Okay, and rework your project plan. So again, reworking in the sense not from the beginning, you have to always have a clear idea like what you're doing and how you have to proceed. And always you have to take a short break, as you may just be bogged down with the detail. Okay, so you should not always think about it, and you should not be working on 7 days 24 hours, right? So that you have to be very, very clear. Okay, that Sunday you have to have some free time, and at the end of the Sunday or at the end of the any day, whatever the day which you are feeling that you need a free time, at the end of the day you have to prepare, you have to plan what you're going to do for your research on that complete week. And lack of motivation. Set yourself a short term. See, initially you should not set a goal like, okay, you have to deploy a model. Fine. So you have to give a short term. Okay, the very first thing is within 15 to 20 days, I have to analyze at least 10 papers. That is 10 already published papers you have to analyze, and you have to keep a set of literature review for the same papers. Okay, so this is one thing. After 10 days or after 2 or 3 weeks, you set another goal where you have to start working with the survey papers. And after that, you just decide you have to work with the various algorithms or various methods where the previous researchers has applied. Okay, like that you have to set a short-term tasks. Identify what motivates you and give yourself regular rewards. For example, if you complete that 10 article papers, reviewing the 10 article paper, then you have to reward yourself either by tapping yourself and telling that wow, you're great, or else you can go out and enjoy yourself at least for next 1 hour or 2 hours. Like that, you have to reward yourself. And if you will be motivating yourself, okay, then only you will know how you are keeping track of the milestone and you will be achieving it faster. Okay, so you need a motivation. Always you are the motivator for you. You should not expect anyone else. And the next is a lack of confidence. The thing is, I have met many people, like they'll be submitting the very first paper in SCA or Scopus, but what they will expect is at the very first attempt itself they should accept the paper. But that is not possible. Okay, so the thing is, like, even if you are getting a negative feedback from anyone, you should take it in a positive manner and you should change and you should work on it. Okay, always don't seek for the positive feedback. It might be negative, but you have to overcome that. Next is taking stock of your competencies. Okay, so taking stock of your competency. So the thing is, like, we always compare with the one who is very well, either they'll be very well versed in that particular field. So what happens there, then we'll be downgraded, right? Yes. So what you have to do, if you need a confidence, then you have to always think about your positive, your whatever is possible by you and whatever is you have done very well. Okay, acknowledging your achievements so far. So whatever the achievements you have made, see, imagine you have submitted to the SCA journal. Okay, that is a big deal, right? So preparing a paper for SCA journal is not that much easy, but you have submitted. At least you should feel that is the biggest achievement. You should not fear that it has negative feedback, and you should not stretch yourself by trying out new things. So if you attend a workshop today, and in that workshop they'll be teaching you SPSS tool, so what we will do, immediately we will go and try SPSS tool, and we will have more, like we will be digging ourselves with more and more exercises. What happens after 10 days of time, you will be having a training or a workshop where they'll be teaching a MATLAB. Then again you will be shifting from SPSS to MATLAB. Okay, you should not do that. You have to stick on to a one tool or one programming language or one method, and you have to keep proceeding forward. Next is a limited support. So what here is a limited support is how to analyze a research and survey paper. Even most of the people doesn't know how to analyze a research and a survey paper and make use of that. Okay, the next is how to write a survey paper. Everyone has the doubt. Okay, how to write a research paper, how to make your article accepted by the Scopus and SCA journals, how to structure your research, and what are the expectations of reviewers and examiners. These are all the few limited supports which I have mentioned, but there are more and more supports. Okay, limited supports. So my aim is, like, I'll be dealing with all these things. Okay, I'll tell you how you have to analyze a research paper and a survey paper in my next video, and I'll tell you how to write a survey paper, how to write a research paper, how to make your article accepted by the Scopus and SCA journals, because I am a reviewer in 3 Scopus Index journal. So I know, like, how you can make your papers accepted in these journals, and I'll be showing you how to structure your research. Okay, and what are the various techniques that you can organize your research very efficiently, and whenever you want you can access it, and whenever you need you can easily compile and proceed with your thesis submission. Okay, so these are all the various things, and even you will be having some difficulties in downloading the Scopus Index journals or IEEE journals, which are all very protected. I'll be showing you how you can download the complete paper without having access to IEEE or Scopus or SCA. Okay, so almost what all the challenges I have faced and I have overcome it, I'll be dealing with that. So please share the video and keep on watching. I'll be giving you very exciting and very surprising videos which will make your research easier. Okay, thank you. Take care.